It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
And welcome to the realm of geekdom. This is nerd breaking news. We have something spectacular, and it's actually something that's taking some big swings. But before we actually dive into that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss an episode. So let's talk about it. We just got an update for the Batman 2 directly from Robert Pattinson himself, where he said that the script is extraordinary. He thinks it's going to be really, really special movie and a very different. It's taking some big swings. Those were the direct quotes right there. Let's react to that. The Kid, this is your realm. DC, tell us, what's your take?
This is the only positive thing we got for the next couple of years. DC is taking more L's than the Miami Heat recently. Anyways, by the way, two game losing streak. But the Heat, we all love it here. This is it. Matt Reeves is the only shining light we have. James Gunn should get fired tomorrow. Jokes aside, so he said this quote recently, and I guess everybody's taking a lot of opinions with regards to what Matt Reeves is going to do as it pertains to taking big swings. A lot of people are in the boat of don't mess up or don't change what he did in the first one, or The Penguin, which is a beloved show. It's one of the best comic book shows ever. And so here's the thing. Filming starts in this movie in 2 months. We have yet to get a confirmation who the villain is. Now, who's in the movie? Joker. He's back from the first one. Penguin. He's back from the first one. Catwoman is not in this film. Scarlett Johansson is going to be playing, we don't know yet, because that's also not confirmed. She's playing either two characters, presumably. One is Harvey Dent's wife, Gilda, who in the comics, along Halloween, becomes a killer as well, one of the holiday killers. And then two, she got to become who I want her to become, is the Phantasm, which is based on the 1993 movie, which is amazing. So we don't know who Scarlett Johansson is playing. 3 or 4 actors have denied the role of Harvey Dent's father, who's going to play a pivotal role in the movie, Christopher Dent. We haven't confirmed the villains of the movie. There's 4 speculations where the villains could be. One of them is the Court of Owls, which is the secret society in Gotham. You saw them, I know because I know Ego loves the Penguin show. Ego, they're there when he goes in the end of the thing, when he talks to the political guy and he sees the mayor and the Congress, whatever it is. If you look at the banners, they all have an owl sign, and that's the Court of Owls. Why? Because the Court of Owls has been running Gotham behind the scenes. And they have an assassins called Talons who do the dirty work for them. And the Waynes were part of the secret society, and Bruce finds it out in the Court of Owls. And remember that Matt Reeves is obsessed with corruption in Gotham. So that could be one thing. The other thing is Hugo Strange. He runs Arkham Asylum. He's a crazy scientist. He knows who Batman is, Bruce Wayne. Remember that in the first movie, Martha is her maiden name is Arkham. So she comes from the Arkham Mental Asylum family. Is Hugo Strange going to be in there? And then the Clayface is rumored, but that's not really like, I guess that's not, it's kind of like a maybe Clayface. And the last one is Hush. I don't think he's going to do Hush because the Riddler looks exactly like him. The Riddler kind of did what he did in the first one. So you don't want to copy and paste it. And the last thing is Dick Grayson is rumored to be in this movie. We haven't seen Dick Grayson since Chris O'Donnell back in the 90s. It's been 30 years and we haven't seen Dick Grayson. I think this Batman needs it. I think this Batman, well, first of all, Matt Reeves also said that we're going to see more Bruce Wayne than Batman in this film. That should tell you everything you need to know. Because what's the biggest criticism of the first one, other than the fact that it was too long? Bruce Wayne was emo. He wasn't the billionaire playboy persona that he usually is. Presumably, we're going to get the Bruce Wayne that we know. Last thing is, before you guys go, Ego, this movie takes place about 2 weeks after The Penguin. So remember the end of The Penguin, right? He's getting power. He becomes the kingpin of Gotham. He is taking away all his villains. He's talking to the girl, and then it screams out, and you see the bat signal.
Also remember his mom dies, right? If I'm not
His
mistaken.
mom dies. In the comics, Salvatore Maroni throws the acid at Harvey Dent, and that's how he becomes Two-Face. The rumor is Penguin's going to do it in this film. So that's all I know, because that's all they've been saying about this film. So when we talk about big swings, where you guys go, I hope Matt Reeves, and I'm saying this with all the love, because I have no doubt that he's going to save DC. I got to say that. I hope they don't change the vibe and the tone, because the first one was a grounded detective film, and he did say this is called the crime saga. So we know that there's going to be the mafia, corruption, and all that stuff, and they're going to go deeper into Bruce Wayne. My thing is, what do you mean by big swings? And my theory, it's just me, from everything I've read, I think what he means by big swings is not Robin, it's not any of that thing. I think what he means is he's going to deep into the Wayne family. I think he's going to go with, because remember the first one, his dad ran for mayor 20 years ago. He got shot. His parents got shot, and then he had a connection with the mafia. But then Alfred told him it really wasn't what you think it was. And then the sins of my father. I think they're going to go deeper into the mother element, because he did mention that Arkham is going to play a role in this movie. So
also remember that his mom had some issues, right? And I think they hinted the fact that maybe she went to Arkham.
No, but she's part of the Arkham family. So you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what the big swings are. They're going to go deeper and change the mythology of the Waynes. That's what I think the swings are.
That's a big swing.
So yeah, what do you guys think?
What do you think, Professor?
I think that in terms of the big swing, the biggest swing I think they can make has to do with making Bruce's parents into the villains. And when you're looking at Court of Owls, it gives you the idea that maybe Bruce's family wasn't all that good to begin with. And maybe they were, in fact, part of the problem.
Oof.
And when you're also looking at Court of Owls, if I'm remembering correctly, they were actually more interested in Dick Grayson than they were in Bruce Wayne. And that Dick Grayson himself, see, I know little DC, the kid, and that Dick Grayson himself was actually supposed to be their main talent. And part of what Bruce Wayne had to do was save Dick Grayson from the rest of the Court of Owls. So if you de-age Dick Grayson, you keep him as a kid, and you make that into the reasoning behind Bruce Wayne taking him in as a ward, by combining like the origin story with that one, you get something that really kind of makes sense, rather than looking kind of perverted. Like I think they could really make that work. But more importantly, I think we also have to look at the cast.
And it kind of fits the grittiness.
100%. But I think what's also important to consider is who the cast is. Forget the script, forget theories, whatever. They got, what is it, Sebastian Stan in here.
Yep.
They got Scarlett Johansson in here. And rumor has it they got Viggo Mortensen out of retirement too. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need to hear anything else. If you got all my people in it, I'm there. It's just that simple. I might even see it twice. So they already got me. I don't need to be sold. I don't need a trailer. I'm there.
Okay, well, I'll take it from you. I like the fact that they're taking their time. The fact that this is the crime saga, just like the kid mentioned, tells you everything that you need to know. If you're gonna make it a crime saga, you need to make, you need to make it interesting, and you need to put a lot of doubt into what's going on, right? You can't be giving it out so early into the movie. And they did a perfect job at the beginning of the movie. Nobody knew what was going on. Every single arc of the movie was like, I don't know where we're going. You think it's going one way, it went the other, right? Like the introduction of the Court of Owls, to me, is just insane. The fact that he's saying that we're going to see more of Bruce instead of him in the suit, it tells us like, okay, how is this going to affect Bruce, right? Is he gonna? What is he gonna think about his parents? And what is he gonna think about? Is Gotham even savable anymore? Mm-hmm. Why should I be doing this to begin with? I'm putting my life in danger for a system that will never change. My family was part of it, probably, right? And then you have the underground going on. The Penguin just became the Kingpin, right? Harvey Dent is going to show up. We know that, right? Mm-hmm. So he's probably conflicted. Like, how can I deal with all of this at the same time while I'm trying to figure out my roots and my family, you know? So I think from the looks of it, obviously we're gonna get more information as time passes.
Mhm.
I just hate the fact that it's set for October of 2027. We still have a long time until that. Um, but let me ask you something, Kid. Are they working on season 2 of The Penguin?
So they asked Matt Reeves and the showrunner, I forgot her name, who did a great job. Matt Reeves was executive producer, but the girl who ran the show was that girl. She did a major job. They asked her and Colin Farrell about season 2, and they have no confirmation about season 2. But the girl did say there is some level of discussion. What remember that in this film, like you said it perfectly, the underworld is controlled by Penguin. Remember what Alfred tells Bruce in part 1 when he says, "Hey, you got to start being Bruce Wayne, man. Enough with the Batman." Because he was Batman like 90% of the film. He wasn't really Bruce Wayne if you watched the first one. And Alfred tells him, like, enough is enough. You have to start doing your Bruce Wayne duties of responsibilities and all that stuff. I think because, Ego, of what happened with the flood, what happened when everybody went crazy and it was all-out war with Gotham and all that stuff, I think we're going to get, remember what the mayor told him in the beginning? Hey, you got to start doing more stuff for the people. I think he's going to start thinking to himself, I need to start doing more things with my financial resources as Bruce than as the Batman.
I also think that being Bruce is going to tie it up to the fact that I need to be Bruce so I can help the Batman be the enforcer, right? But Bruce needs to go in and do the detective work as Bruce.
That's
you
pretty
know?
cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Which is really cool, right? Nobody's gonna suspect. I'm just, he's probably will try to be. Yeah, I want to be part of the court of owls, or he's gonna be forced into it, right? And then he's, yeah, I love it. I love it.
100%. 100%. I agree with you guys. I kind of agree with everything with you guys. I do have one thing that I really don't like about this, and it's that the film is coming out in October of 2027. Right. But the good thing that we're seeing is that means that he's taking his time to write the script. That's the whole thing that he wanted to do, was refine that script. And the fact that we know they're going to take another year to go into production, just like they did with the last film. Where do I sign up? Plain and simple. I can't wait. The casting's amazing. I'm excited for it. Big swings for me. It just means he knows what he's doing. Matt Reeves knows exactly what he's doing, and he's going to put out a masterpiece next year. And
I have one thing, TK, before we leave. Are we okay with Scarlett Johansson doing the the transition from Marvel into DC?
Hey, they have to compete somehow.
Take what works.
There you go. So tell us what you guys think. With this update that we just got, tell us what you think about the Batman 2. Maybe you have your own theories. Throw that down in the comments down below. So thank you for tuning in, and keep your fandom alive and your warp engaged. Until next time, fellow nerds, this is Nerd Breaking News.